Alright, now that the dance party is over, we can officially get into the video. Now. Damn, sorry, this song is just so good, I'm actually vibing. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and today we've got a very, very fun one for you. We're going to be taking a deep dive into the NFL this weekend. So we're going to be looking at tomorrow's games, and we're going to be reviewing Thursday's game. So let's get into it. Okay. So that Thursday game that was between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe I said that the game was going to be 37-17 for New England. So, you know, I got it relatively close. It was 10 points off New England's. That was a field goal off the Jets' points. But I think I was right in my saying that the Jets would be easily handled by the New England Patriots, which they did. Stephon Diggs had a really great game, 105 yards. Drake May had an amazing game with 281 passing yards. He's a special player. Drake May is very good. New England's got themselves a QB1, that's for sure. This Thursday game, it was one of the better primetime games in the recent weeks. The primetime games haven't been great. So at least this one we saw New England put up 27. There was some entertainment. Okay, now for this Washington-Miami game, it's the earlier game because it's being played in Spain at the Santiago Bernabéu, Real Madrid's stadium. Washington versus Miami. I think I see Miami picking up the dub here. It's going to be a close game because Miami's missing Tyreek, Washington's missing Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin. But I probably back Miami. Mike McDaniels has been doing pretty good. Tua's looking a little better. Waddle's doing great. Devon Achane he's unreal. So like, I think Miami's gonna have enough to take the win here in Spain. Carolina versus Atlanta. I hate this game. I have no idea what the hell is gonna go on in this game because Atlanta is the worst team to guess how they're going to play. Atlanta could win this game by 40 or they could lose it by 40. And I know that like every football team can technically do that, but the Atlanta Falcons, they've proven week after week that you cannot know what to expect with them. You know that Penix is going to be probably okay. You know that Bijan is probably going to run the ball and run it well. But other than that, I mean, I guess Drake London's another for sure. Drake London's going to do well, but everyone else, they're a question mark. You know what? I see Atlanta probably winning this game, but if Carolina wins, it's not going to surprise me. Now, Tampa At Buffalo is a big game. Tampa Bay at the Buffalo Bills. Two of the elite teams in the NFL going head-to-head. Now, Tampa has been having some injury problems. So I do think Buffalo is going to win this game. I think Buffalo is going to want to come back after that horrible Miami game. They're at home. I see Buffalo probably winning this game, although Buffalo being like the spread being 6 for that is crazy. I would be very surprised if Buffalo like destroy Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield's amazing. They have good offensive line and defensive line, Tampa. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that they would be super easy to beat, but I do see Buffalo getting the win there. Houston versus Tennessee. Houston is missing their quarterback, missing CJ Stroud right now. I believe he's out with a concussion. And Tennessee's been playing okay for how good Tennessee actually is. So you know what? I know it says Houston at 5.5, but I can see Tennessee winning this game. If I'm betting, I'd probably stay away from this game if I'm betting. But if I'm betting, I'm probably betting for Tennessee. Minnesota-Chicago is actually probably going to be a really good game. I do see Chicago probably taking the win here, but Minnesota it really depends on how the quarterback plays. So I do see Chicago probably taking this game, even though they're away. Green Bay versus New York. This is easily a Green Bay win. New York is not going to win this game. If Green Bay doesn't cover the spread at 6.5, they suck. They suck. But to be fair, Green Bay did lose to, who was it, the Panthers? Or no, it was the Browns. God damn, that was horrible. And they got killed by them too. Whatever. Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. Now this is going to be an interesting game. Pittsburgh, they were looking for a wide receiver at the trade deadline. Didn't end up getting him. Looks like they are missing a wide receiver. I like DK Metcalf, but they need another option. The rest of their options aren't that great. So this one's another hard game to guess. I would say Pittsburgh's going to win, but it would not surprise me if Joe Flacco has a good game and Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh. It's going to be a close game, though, regardless. Los Angeles versus Jacksonville. Not sure why Los Angeles should be their favorites. At 3, that probably makes sense. I would take Los Angeles to win this game, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jacksonville won it either. It's going to be a close game, probably high scoring. It should be an interesting watch. San Francisco versus Arizona. I think this is easily a San Francisco win. I think Arizona is not great. I mean, McBride is amazing. Kyler Murray is okay, but he's hurt right now, so they got Jacoby Brissett playing. I know that San Fran is playing Mac Jones, but I like Mac Jones. I think he's a good quarterback, so I'm taking San Francisco here. I'd probably bet the over, too. Baltimore, Cleveland, very easily. Dylan Gabriel sucks. Baltimore's going to kill them. The only thing I could realistically see is if Cleveland's defense just has a fucking amazing game, get maybe a pick 6 or a fumble recovery, return for a touchdown. I don't see them scoring more than one touchdown. Dylan Gabriel's not that great. So I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking the over. Kansas City versus Denver. This is going to be a really good game. Got two great teams. Denver, amazing defense. Kansas City, just kind of good everywhere, to be honest. So this is going to be an interesting game. It's definitely going to be one to watch. This honestly could have been another primetime game. It makes sense why they put it at the 4:25 slot with a shitty Cleveland-Baltimore game, because that's not going to be a game. But Kansas City, I think, is probably going to slightly edge out Denver for the win, so I take Kansas on the over. And then Detroit versus Philadelphia, the primetime game, 8:20 in Philadelphia. Detroit versus Philadelphia, this is going to be a fantastic game. You can see ticket price, it's up there, $223, because you're going to watch a great game. If Dan Campbell is still calling the plays for Detroit, I do think Detroit's good, and I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think that Philly's going to slightly edge out Detroit. I could see this being a relatively high-scoring game, if I'm being honest. If Dan Campbell's calling the plays, the Lions are going to be fluid, they're going to be running well, and they're going to probably put up some points. And I can see Philadelphia also putting up points. These are just two elite teams. It's going to be an elite game with elite head coaches. It's just elite. If you want to watch the highest levels of football before playoffs, this is the game to watch. So with that all being said, I'm going to take Philadelphia to win this game. But it would not surprise me at all if Detroit wins. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that was Talking Sports with CamCann. That was Talking Sports Deep Dive. So hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully I gave a little bit of insight into the NFL. You can kind of understand it a little better. I'm still new with the format of this, so I'm trying to get this video to be entertaining in a way that I can actually talk, make it make sense to everyone, have it make sense to me, and also not have me sound like an idiot. Because, well, the Thursday night game, I was relatively close, so it wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse if I was like, yeah, New England's going to easily win this game 800-0. A really big hyperbole there, but it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't be the same. You wouldn't trust me, which you shouldn't trust me if I was going to say that. So I'm trying to be as realistic as I can with every games. I'm not trying to sit on the fence, but I'm just trying to express how I feel and cover everything. So hopefully that makes sense. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy your Saturday night, and enjoy those games on Sunday. Peace, boys.